Colorado Buffaloes, Boulder, Colorado. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the BYU Cougars, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Buffaloes will kick it away first. And the game is underway with a kickoff out of bounds. Not the way you drew it up, but a great break for this offense. Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. Give to the running back. Powers through the defender.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Cougars can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Cougars come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. Fights his way for a couple, but stops short of the marker. It's 4th and 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Needs it to keep this drive alive. At the 40, there he goes. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here.
And how about that call? You're right around midfield, 4th down on your opening drive, so you run the football and you put your trust and confidence in your offensive line up front to get it done and keep your offense on the field. That is impressive.
Nice catch along the sidelines, but they get nothing out of it. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. The give on the inside. They make the stop after a pickup of 3, balls at the 18. BYU trying to make this red zone trip pay off. They'll go right back to it. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. The holder will spot at about 35 yards out. Dead center perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. He's out of bounds at the 24, probably looking for a little more on that return, and that's where his offense will go to work. The Buffaloes offense has the ball for the first time. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for this offense. And I think the offense is going to continue to look for him. Like, he is that guy outside that they can trust.
Taking a shot on the first play. He's got it on the left. There he goes. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one?
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Back to throw, it's Hurley. Quick strike complete. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Colorado. Now, they'd love to win this one today, secure that spot in the conference championship game. A remarkable achievement. They can't really think this one's in the bag yet.
No, they've just got to continue focusing on the task at hand. I think that's a big reason why they're in this position that they find themselves in. They take care of business.
Intercepted to stop the threat. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He's got him along the sidelines, and the foot is clearly down for the catch, and they'll move the chains. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. The running back has it. Past the first down marker and still running. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
And the Cougars just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Gets it out fast. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
A strike downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now, and if they keep this up, this could get ugly by the fourth quarter.
Calls his own number. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, it has gone final in the ACC, a matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Miami had a dominant win, the kind the folks in South Florida were used to in 2001 when Ken Dorsey, Clinton Portis, and Jeremy Shockey led the Canes to a national title. Talk about a special team. Never know what can happen when two good teams face off, but even the most plugged-in ACC fans have to be surprised by this one, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Bringing it back. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Cougars! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. What a play by this defense with a pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Gives it on the option. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Buffaloes will hustle to the line.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Oh, he's got some space. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. And the Buffaloes will have it 1st and 10. Might be changing the route. To the air, it's Hurley. Makes the grab. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. The Buffaloes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. He'll pull it on the read. They'll knock him down behind the line, and that's how we'll end this quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and BYU is on top. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Wants to go up top. It's complete on the right side. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado! Big-time touchdown there to get some much-needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who are you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Looking to throw on first down. Back open in the middle. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Used the play fake, now to throw. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong, but sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
Handoff from the gun. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Let's see if they keep it on the ground here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete to the right. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. This BYU offense set up with another first down. To the air on first down. Makes the grab on the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Turning it on. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. The Cougars with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They go to the ground. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Looking to fire. Touchdown, BYU! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Going to the running game. Makes it past the marker. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play. And the Buffaloes want to pick up the tempo. The give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Looking to pass. It's Hurley. Works the middle of the field. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Wants to bring it back. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. And they've found no answer so far. Already to the end zone twice, tacked on a field goal, and now back for more. DB's right up on the receivers. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Fires to the big fella. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Cougars in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Makes the grab. He goes down at the 47 after a 5-yard pickup.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Looking to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. At the 35, he's got room. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. BYU with the 1st and 10. Takes the handoff, and he's going right. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Oh, they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. Inside the 15. Out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Here's a heat. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Interesting play call for this offense, man. A slow developing screen on a 3rd and short when a defense is a little bit aggressive and it doesn't work. And it's easy to question after the fact, obviously, right, guys? Like, it didn't work, but I don't love that play call when I know a defense will be really aggressive on 3rd and short.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese.
Breaks into the open. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. Making side adjustments here. Looking downfield, it's Hurley. It's complete to the left. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43. And the Buffaloes headed quickly to the line. Looking downfield on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And they're not on the same page there.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Nice pickup, gets it to the 20. They move the sticks, and they can still stop the clock. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Gets it out quickly. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved a touchdown. This offense needs a little something to feel good about going to halftime. A chance to chip away here on 1st and goal. The quarterback run is part of their game plan. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. They'll run the screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Skips away from pressure. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
We needed that. They needed to punch the ball in the end zone. They needed to cut this to a 2-score game, and they needed some positive momentum. Something going well, something to point to at half to say, guys, we got a chance. That drive, they put it together. Nice job by this offense.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
The run to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the ground with the back. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far today in Boulder, and welcome in to the halftime update. These quarterbacks have been wheeling and dealing. A little bit of everything through 2 quarters. Exactly what we expected all week, if not even exceeding those lofty expectations. Feels like the defense that can at least contain one of these dual threats is going to be celebrating a hard-fought victory, although easier said than done. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas at Folsom Field.
BYU about to kick it off to open the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
To the air, it's Hurley. Makes the grab. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The Buffaloes want to crank the tempo. From the gun on 3rd down. Finds his tight end. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Wants to throw again. Fires to the tight end. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Back to pass on second down. Looking to buy time. On the move, he fires. Makes a connection. Touchdown, Bucs! And the comeback is on.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
He's got an open man, and he'll be brought down.
Quarterback and receiver on the same page there on the curl route. Nice job by the receiver finding the soft spot in zone and just settling down, making that throw a whole bunch easier.
He'll sneak it and try to surge forward.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall, David.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease. Push somebody back, create some space. There was nowhere to go.
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They put it in the end zone the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to really take control of this game.
You can feel the momentum shifting. If they were able to take the football here, drive it down the field, and score again, David, they would have all of that momentum on their side.
And there's nothing about momentum that you can quantify. Like, I don't understand it, but once it gets going in one direction, a lot of times it's so hard to swing it back the other direction. The momentum is real, and they got it.
And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Quarterback may change this route. Looking downfield, it's Hurley. Now improvising. Trying to escape and get it himself. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker.
Let's go! Let's go!
Direct snap. Touchdown, Colorado! Somehow, they got up off the deck. They fought back, and they tied the game. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Got his man all by himself. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. Handoff to the single back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Oh, they're after him. Breaks the tackle. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. BYU now into the red zone. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll give it to the back. He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss.
You want to bring in your tight ends? You want to bring in more beef for that offensive line? I'm going to bring in more beef. Nice job by the defense understanding the situation. Red zone, field shrinks. I need more bigger personnel on the field, some big guys that can stop the run. Played the run well. Great job by the defense understanding the situation.
Bulldozes his way through. He'll be wrestled out of bounds at about the 7-yard line.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Well, they say low man wins, and on that 3rd down, the defense, they were expecting quarterback sneak. Did you see how low the D-line got? And they were able to just stymie that offense for no gain.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Touchdown, BYU! They take the lead with the 6. Timeout called by the defense. It's their 1st in the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments.
Well, one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. And the sticky fingers makes that 2-point conversion decision a good one. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Quickly complete. Got room to work. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. These guys have staggered around a little bit in this one. It would be a really good time to get things going if they want to hold off the upset bid.
But they're the favorite for a reason, Reese. They've got the playmakers on the field. They're only one play away from completely changing the momentum in this game. So the underdog, David, they've got to keep playing at a high level.
And they're the underdogs for a reason. So they've got to have some things go their way. They got to catch some breaks. And all they want to do, continue to fight, continue to hang around as long as possible and stay within a play or stay within some kind of big game-changing momentum play.
Back to throw, it's Hurley. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. Gonna look downfield again. Got a man, it's Ivory. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains, it's at the 37.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. This offense is feeling itself right now, and momentum's coming along with them.
It doesn't matter what the defense has tried to do. Man coverage, zone coverage, blitz, whatever.
Touchdown, Buffalo! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. The extra point here would tie the game. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting. Had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Graves. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Motion from the wideout. Quick touch pass to the receiver. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Makes a grab on the shot.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. If they tried the field goal from here, it would be 53 yards. They'd love to help the kicker out on 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. That took every ounce of leg strength he had to sneak that one into the left corner. And now they regain the lead.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
Looking to throw, it's Hurley. It's complete to the right. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. And the Buffaloes come to the line in the hurry-up. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Gives it on the option. Got enough for the 1st down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And we've already seen this QB have success throwing the football down the field. How about the variety to his game? Now you run the option, you make the right read, get it to your pitch man where he can get upfield, get some extra yards. He's in the zone right now.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Bucs! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Yeah, and a nice job in the 4th quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You could tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. You kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the back. Looking to throw on first down. Working that wide receiver screen. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call.
Pass interference. Offense.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. After getting moved back, it's 1st and 20. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Fires to the middle. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at second down. Just keeps slinging it. Finds the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. And they got the completion, but still looking at a third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Let's see what he can do with it. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Oh, man, look out! Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The handoff, keep working on that clock. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Out of the gun, the inside give. Got the first down and more. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. A first down run in the red zone. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Now on second and goal. Try to barge their way in. Touchdown, Colorado! And they take it in for 6 more points. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
He's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. That is just what the doctor ordered for any offense. Get a fumble recovery and start your drive 1st and 10. Wants to throw. It's Hurley. Rushes on him.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the...
Tight end trying to get in. Clock stopped. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Little touch pass to the receiver. Touchdown, Buffaloes! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Kent State is currently ahead inside a jam-packed Dick's Stadium, but the Golden Flashes have not been able to separate themselves offensively. They're up by a field goal over Western Michigan. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this meeting in the MAC.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He wants a big play here late. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Cougars.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
Few anxious moments there, but the hands team, true to its name, as they make the grab and get the ball. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Buffaloes want to move quickly. He wants to change this route. To the air, it's Hurley. Fires left. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Under fire. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure. The quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground. I'm sure these guys on offense dreamed of this situation. Big stage, time winding down, desperately needing a score. Well, now they can make those dreams reality. Caught. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Quickly out to the tight end. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the 1st down. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Pressure coming. On target to the left. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. To the air on 1st down. Using the quick game. He is guided out of bounds, and they'll mark it at the 28. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Laundry down on the field as the pass is incomplete, but let's see what the penalty is.
Illegal forward pass. Offense.
Remember, if your entire body is past the line of scrimmage when you throw the football, that's a penalty. He was, and the penalty will be accepted. And now let's see what they come up with on third down after that incompletion. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. He'll try to do it himself. He can't quite get there on the scramble. Dangerous with his feet, but this defense rises to the occasion and forces a fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. The offense changing the play. Back to throw. It's Hurley. Here comes the heat. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. They'll go to work in the air on second down. This one's complete. And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team coming to fruition. Just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation.